Hello and welcome to Shop Talk with Dan the Man. In today's video, you're in for a treat. We have sound that's unreal coming from this RIDGID Jobsite Radio. So stay tuned to find out more information. Hello, if you're new to this channel, my name is Dan Shannon. I enjoy woodworking as a hobby and being out in the shop. On this channel, dive deep into my shop as we explore tools and tool reviews, as well as chatting about everything related to woodworking. If this grabs you by the tool belt, please subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. Today's video, we're going to review the Jobsite hybrid radio. So the reason why this is a hybrid is you can use the battery or you can plug it in. And the model number is R84087. Okay, so let's jump in. This RIDGID radio is made for a job site, and a lot of times if you're on a job site, you enjoy having music. I bought this for my shop because I can connect it via Bluetooth to my phone, so I can make a playlist and play it from there. So let's go ahead and have a look at the features. So you'll notice first here on the main screen that there is a bunch of buttons. So first button here is your power button, so that turns it on and off. So we'll just turn it on now. Make sure the volume's all the way down. So this is the auxiliary setting. So what that means is you can plug in a phone via the end of the stereo. I'll show you where that port is here in a second. At the top we have the mode setting, which gives you your mode options. Right now it's on Bluetooth. You see the Bluetooth symbol flashing, and then FM, of course, and then to adjust that, use the back and forth arrows, and then these are your presets. So the manual will show you how to find a channel and then lock it in as a preset, and then you go to AM, of course, and then back to auxiliary. And then the next button down is your sound button. So if you click on that, I don't know if you can see that, I'll tilt it a bit forward. So we'll go back to sound. It says bass and it's at 5, so you can do plus and minus, bring it down into the negatives, or of course raise it to the positives again. And then if you click on sound again, use your treble, so you can do your treble adjustments, same thing, plus and minus, or back and forth arrow. And that's pretty much it for your sound options when you click on that button. And then the other button, of course, here is clock/display, and that will change your clock and your dimness on your display. So you can go in to the manual and find out the settings, clock setting, and your other adjustments for the display. And then the last button here is your Bluetooth. So when you connect that, you take your phone and you go into your Bluetooth settings. It'll search and it will come up with the RIDGID Jobsite radio, and you just pair it and then you're connected. So any music you play through your phone will automatically play through this speaker. And you can also refer to the user's manual for that information. So let's go on to our, and the adjustment knob. We'll go over the adjustment knob. Pretty straightforward, power on, power off, click it in, turn it on and off. Volume, you just scroll up and down to get your volume adjustment. That's how easy the volume knob is. So let's bring our attention to the side of the machine where the auxiliary section is for ports. So we'll just turn the stereo around. So here you'll notice there's a little piece of rubber, and that's just cover up the ports. So the ports, as you can see there's a headphone jack out and a USB. So the USB is to connect any iPhone or Bluetooth or non-Bluetooth iPod. Now what's cool about the USB is that you can charge your device. So there's been a bunch of times where I've had my phone, I've needed to charge my phone, so I just plug in the cable. So you just take your cable and plug it in the end. And then of course plug this into your phone, and it gives you charge. So why I enjoy that is if the power goes out and you don't have any way to charge your device, or if you're camping, it's great to be able to use this job site radio as a charging station as well. So perfect all the way around. Due to copyright issues, I won't play any music, but if you have 90 days once you purchase this RIDGID Jobsite Radio from the Home Depot, so you can test it out, run it through its paces, and if it doesn't give you the performance you're looking for, you can return it. So that is an option, just to get you be able to test the radio for yourself. So one of the biggest issues I found out with this job site radio, performance, everything else is great, is the battery. So we'll spin it around here, and here is where you slide your battery. So here's the battery port, and I don't know if you can see it good enough, but there's the back, there's a stop at the very back that blocks the battery from going any further. Well, that's great in the sense of protecting the battery, like this is a good battery housing, but the downside with that is you can only use the RIDGID maximum output series batteries. So this is the lithium 6 amp. You can use any size of these, but you have to use the max output batteries. And the reason is because the profile is different than the older style. So the older style has a front beak that sticks out. I don't know if you can see it from there. That sticks out further than the newer style. So if you go to clip the older style on, which we'll try right now, you'll notice it doesn't go any further. So it stops. It doesn't actually clip in. So these batteries are useless for the job site radio. But the new batteries, because of the clearance in the front, it allows it to click in. No problem. So in order to get this radio to work, you have to have the newer batteries. So that's one thing I didn't know when I first bought this radio. I thought I could use all my old gen batteries with this model, but turns out I can't. It doesn't work that way. So once you clip in the battery, it'll automatically go and show up on the screen once you unplug. So right now I have it plugged in. As you can see, it's got the plug. So once I unplug it, it automatically shows the battery indicator. Now, I believe they have a newer model that has a charging station as well in this unit, but this particular model does not have the built-in charging capabilities. So You're basically, once your battery's dead, you have to plug it in and unhook the battery and bring it to an actual charger, not use the internal, because there is no internal charger. So that's one thing I thought they could improve on, and it sounds like they have in the newer batteries, to my knowledge. Is there anything else on this radio? There is an antenna on the side here. I guess it'd be the top. So this helps you with your signal for your radio. That's just another piece that's on here that helps use the radio itself. Other than that, they did a nice job. It's really robust. Looks like it could handle being dropped or something happening to it, like damaged up against it or whatever on a job site. And of course there's a gap in this handle, so depending on your iPhone or your iPod, it could slide between this gap as a holder. And of course in either end there's also the cubby spot where they made a deep pocket where you could slide your device in as well. Some of the newer iPhones are quite big, so they won't really fit in there, but at least RIDGID considered that option when they built this unit. So yeah, that's the review of this RIDGID Jobsite Radio. Thanks for watching today's video. As always, I appreciate your views, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so you can get more content like this. Have a great day.